Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is him though? And we back talking sports. So, as you can see, I want to make sure y'all can see it. My new top 10 is going to ruffle a lot of people's feathers. A lot of people's feathers, man. I got like 12 people in my top 10, honestly. Honorable mention, Hakeem. But this is my new top 10, man. After thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, I finally arranged my top 10 to where I like it for now. After next season, the more and more, because the only two people that are still in the league that are on my top 10 list are Steph and Bron. So I have to update my list according to their career. If Bron or Steph win a championship next year, they will be moved up. That's no cap. If they win MVPs, which they won't, they will move up. That's it. There's no other way they can move up. If they keep failing, though, well, honestly, to be honest, bro, it depends on how you fail. Now, this is my top 10. 10, Shaq. Some people will say I have Shaq too low, but let me tell you why I have Shaq so low. Shaq underachieved, bro. Simple as that. Shaq was supposed to be a top 2, top 3 player all time, in my eyes. I know what I watched with Shaq. I didn't watch Wilt, so I can't say he's more dominant than Wilt because I didn't watch Wilt. I wasn't old enough. But I can say he's the most dominant player I have seen. Him and Kobe and MJ are the 3 most dominant players I have ever watched. Now, Shaq, I really do like Shaq. But as I've said before, Shaq underachieved. When he was with Orlando, he was a beast. A fucking beast, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really hold too much against him. 15-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champ, 92, 93 All-Rookie, 3-time All-Defensive, 3-time Finals MVP, 2-time scoring champ, 14-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, All-Star MVP, 2000 MVP. That's all good and dandy. Before he got with Kobe, and he had Penny Hardaway, who would have been a top 70, I believe would have been a top 75, at least a Hall of Famer, maybe a top 75 player if it wasn't for injuries and everything. He had Penny. Now, he was a beast. He went to the finals, everything like that. Then he had Eddie Jones, who was an all-star. Did y'all know Shaq I think him and Powell are the most swept players of all time. Then after Kobe, he goes to a D-Wade, averages 13 in the finals. He was a little bit past his prime, but still. And that was cool. But once he started the team hopping here, and there, and just like, you know what I'm saying, that really made me look at him a little bit different. And I don't think he ever reached what he could have reached. He didn't have the work ethic. He didn't work on his body enough, and he didn't have the work ethic. He just had sheer dominance and talent. So I really appreciate Shaq, but I have to have him at 10, bro, because I think he underachieved severely. Like, Shaq was supposed to be on some greatest of all time shit. I understand he say, I wanted to be the most dominant and everything, but you don't get past that with me, bro. So I got Shaq at 10. 9, I got Magic Johnson. A lot of people not going to like this, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Magic heavy. I do. 2 things why Magic is so low on my list. 1, I think Bird was better than Magic. As a player, I think Bird was better than Magic. I think he was a better scorer. I think he's a better rebounder. Magic was a better assist player. I think Bird was more clutch. Yeah, Bird had Hall of Famers and everything like that. He ain't had no Kareem, though, for all of his championships. Now, I will say this, though. Magic Johnson ended up, you know what I'm saying, winning more. That is true. But Magic's defense wasn't as great as, I think Bird's defense was better than Magic's. It shows that he made the all-defensive team, you know what I'm saying, 3 times. And I watched the 80s games of Magic and Bird and everything like that. And I'm only mentioning Bird because he was in that. Him and Magic will always be tied together because they saved the NBA. So if I thought Magic was better, he would be in Bird's spot. But I think Bird was a better player than Magic. Magic was the quintessential floor general. Only rookie to go and win a finals MVP with the little hook shot and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Magic, phenomenal passer. He could score when he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? He was good on defense, just not, you know what I'm saying, above average defender and everything like that. But he was a real leader. You know what I'm saying? I just think the defensive aspect of it and the scoring aspect of it, I think these guys as above him are better. 12-time All-Star, 2-time Steals champ, 10-time All-NBA, 3-time Finals MVP, 2-time All-Star MVP, NBA 75 anniversary team, 5-time NBA champ, 4-time assist champ. Cool. 8, I got Bill Russell, the greatest winner of all time in NBA history. The only reason Bill Russell is not number 1 is because I think as a player, I think offensively and skill-wise, these guys is above him is better. And he had 8-9 Hall of Famers on his team, and it was only 8 teams, 8 to 10 teams, so you got to take that into context too. But he was one of the 5 greatest defenders of all time, if not the greatest rebounder of all time, between him, Rodman, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. Quintessential team player, you know what I'm saying, 12-time All-Star, 11-time NBA champ, 4-time rebound champ, 11-time All-NBA, you know what I'm saying, all-defensive team. So Russell with the winning, success, and the accolades, you know what I'm saying, a lot of that stuff wasn't available. They didn't have a lot of those awards and stuff, but the greatest winner of all time. The only thing keeping him from being number 1 is because you got to take the player-to-player aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? You can go by stats and everything, but I don't, you know what I'm saying, stats without context means nothing to me. So 15.1 points a game, 22 rebounds, everything like that. I just don't think he was, I think offensively he was a little bit, he was probably the worst person on this list offensively. Just as far as like scoring, you know what I'm saying, playmaking and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. 7, I got Tim Duncan. I had Tim Duncan higher, but when I really look at it, like, Tim Duncan was a phenomenal ass player, bro. Phenomenal. but he never led the league in anything. Not points, not rebounds, definitely not assists, nothing. He was the big fundamental though, and one of the greatest power forward ever, but honestly to me one of the greatest two-way players ever. You know what I'm saying? He had the little bank shot, he had the post moves. Shit, we watched him hit threes in the clutches of times. You know what I'm saying? A great leader, one of the best rebounders, you know what I'm saying, of his era, even though he didn't lead the league in rebounds at all. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good scorer, although I would say that Kevin Garnett, player to player, I believe is better than Tim Duncan. But when you put into, you know what I'm saying, when you put the career and accolades and everything like that, and the 5-on-5 aspect of the game, then Tim Duncan becomes better. But I appreciate Tim Duncan because he used to go back and forth with my favorite player of all time. You know what I'm saying? But I do think these guys that are ahead of him are better players than him. And it's not, and also, a lot of people are not going to agree with me having Bird and Bron above him. But just hear me out. Just hear me out, bro. Just hear me out. The only reason Bron is above Duncan is because I think he's a better player. You know what I'm saying? He beat him and everything like that. But he beat him in 2007. Tony Parker was the Finals MVP and one of the biggest reasons. Tim Duncan had a horrible finals. He beat him in 2014, but Tim Duncan was way over the hill. So 2 of the times he beat him in the finals, Tim Duncan wasn't the leading driving force. You know what I'm saying? So he did beat him, but you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like that. And I think that LeBron is a better player than Tim Duncan. You know I ain't no Bron fan, but I got to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? But I think on the defensive side is Tim Duncan in the interior, and then the perimeter is Bron. Offensively, I kind of think it's Bron. I think Bron is a better offensive player than Tim Duncan. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not a Bron fan, but I just keep it 100. But if you have Tim Duncan over LeBron, I'm not arguing you at all. At all. So then we go to tied 6. I got Bird and Bron. I can't choose which one to put over who. I think Bird was a better player. But I think Bron, you know what I'm saying? I think Bird was a better player, but I think Bron was a better two-way player. He was better defensively. But it's close. It's really close. I got them tied at 6. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think Bird is the greatest small forward of all time. I think Bird was a better rebounder. I think Bird was a better, you know what I'm saying, a better scorer, regardless of how many points Bron got. But I do think Bron was a better playmaker. But so defense and playmaking. But to see how long Bron has played, bro. To see how long he has played, and he has like for the better part of 20 years, he has shown excellence, bro. He has shown excellence. And while I do believe that Bird is a better scorer, you know what I'm saying, the stats don't really show it, but you can watch the game. Bird was a 3-level scorer. Bron is a 2-level scorer. He's not good at the mid-range, bro. You're not finna sell me that. So it's kind of tough. So I put them both tied 6. You know what I'm saying? I got them both tied 6. Now, my top 5 is going to ruffle a lot of feathers. A lot of feathers, bro. This is my new top 5. This is what I wanted to get to. You know, MJ is my number 1. The top 3 will never, ever change. MJ will always be the GOAT, even though I said Kobe is my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But the consensus GOAT is MJ. You know what I'm saying? I think Kobe is more skilled than MJ, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? You can have 2 GOATs, I guess, or whatever like that. But my top 3 is never changing. MJ, Kobe, Kareem is never, ever, 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 ever changing, bro. Those are 3 of the greatest players of all time, in my opinion. But I've changed my last 2. We got to give Wilt Chamberlain some respect, bro. And the only reason, and I don't give him no excuses for his losing record in the finals, but he did not play. The difference between him and LeBron is that Wilt did not play with half of the talent that LeBron played with. And on top of that, just like Bron was going against those Warriors teams, who y'all say was an unfair advantage, even though in 2017 he had all the help he needed, and he was up in 2015, the difference is nobody else was winning during that time but Russell. He's 2-4 in the finals. LeBron is 4-6. The difference is Wilt Chamberlain was way more dominant than LeBron James. LeBron got an assist title, so do Wilt. Wilt, 13-time All-Star, 11-time rebound champ, 2-time NBA champ, 10-time All-NBA, 4 MVPs, just like LeBron. Because I like to go about longevity stats and all this and all that and dominance. 7-time scoring champ as well. He has an assist title as well. The highest point per game average with Michael Jordan, even though Michael Jordan got a point something more. He averages the same amount of rebounds as Bill Russell. So really, Wilt Chamberlain might be the greatest rebounder of all time. Wilt, Rodman, Russell, any one of those. His 2-time all-defensive team, I think, would have been a lot more if they were counting those at a certain time. I think steals, blocks, and all that. When Wilt was in his heyday, it wasn't counted and stuff like that. But the difference between Wilt's 2-4 record and Bron's 4-6 record is Wilt didn't have no super team for a couple of those. What he got with Jerry West, he finally won a championship. Let me see. Yeah, he won MVP. Anyways, yeah, and that's the difference. Wasn't nobody winning but Russell when he was going to the championship. And it was only like 8 teams. That's the difference. Bron had super teams and was still losing, bro. I don't give him a pass for 2017. I don't give him a pass for 2011. Hell, I don't even give him a pass for 2014. I don't care how hurt Wade was. If you the GOAT, nigga. If you the GOAT, bro, as he said you is, should have won that 2014 championship. 15 points a game from Wade. You could have lifted him up. No excuses. Because if he would have won, they would have put him so far above. So that's the reason why I have put Wilt fourth. Number 5, I know y'all all gonna disagree with me. After that Olympic game, I got Steph in my top 5. I have finally got the courage to put Steph above LeBron. Finally got it. The way that Steph Curry closed out the Olympics with LeBron on the court, with KD on the court, those 2 games, bro, I have Steph 8. I have Steph top 5 now. And I don't care if you disagree with it. This is my list. This is my list. Number 1, Steph Curry has changed basketball again. For the better and the worse. He made it so much exciting with his shooting ability and his ability to shoot from anywhere, off the dribble, catch and shoot, anything. He has inspired a whole generation of basketball players and kids. Not only that, he's the first, one of the only 2 guards, the first guard since Kobe to have a dynasty for real? Because Isaiah Thomas, that wasn't a dynasty. The back-to-back, that wasn't a dynasty. But he's the only small guard to have a dynasty. To be the leader of a dynasty. He is a 10-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, Western Conference Finals MVP, Finals MVP, even though that should have been 2. 2-time MVP, 4-time NBA champ, steals champ as well. And did you know that Steph Curry is top 10 in playoff points per game and finals points per game as well? And when you talk about winning, bro, Steph Curry has beaten everybody that's in his era, bro, including LeBron. Personally, I think Steph is a better scorer than LeBron. I think the passing is right there with each other. I don't think Bron is as amazing passer as everybody think he is. I think he's a great passer, but I don't think he's a transcendent passer. Honestly, I don't. I believe Bron is a better defensive player and better rebounder. That's it. When it comes to being clutch and everything like that, you could talk shit about Curry all you fucking want to, but he gonna take those shots. And then he's 3-1 versus Bron in the finals. I don't care about the excuses no more. I don't care about the super team. Oh, he didn't have him. He didn't have him. Because when I talked to y'all about the 2021 play-in, when it was literally him versus AD and Bron, y'all don't want to give me that. Or when I talk about 2016, when I say, oh, Andrew Bogut was hurt and Iguodala was hurt, y'all don't want to hear that. So I don't want to hear nothing. After that Olympics and him literally, bro, outplaying LeBron in the 2 biggest games of the year, of the Olympics, I had to put him above Bron, bro. And a lot of people going to be mad at this video, but that is okay, bro. This is my new top 10. You don't have to like it. Y'all gonna shit on me in the comment section. That is fine. But bro, I know what I saw in the Olympics, bro. Because if LeBron did the same thing, bro, what Curry did in those last 2 games, bro, nigga, dude, this shit would still be everywhere, bro. And it counts on his record, on his basketball resume as a Olympic gold medalist. Those moments matter, bro. The Kobe, the Redeem Team documentary, that shit is as big as it is because they had just lost in 04 and 06. This shit matters, bro. That was the most clutch I've ever seen Curry. Ever, bro. Ever. He hit ever, bro. Since the 2022 finals. And that's another reason Curry has won multiple championships without a top 75 player. So, hey, this is my list. You're going to shit on it. That's fine. Steph probably too high for a lot of people. A lot of people don't even have him top 10. I think he should be top 10. You know what I'm saying? He's in my top 5 now, bro. MJ, Kobe, Kareem, Wilt, Steph. Sorry, Bron. Sorry, Bron fans. It's the way it is. If Bron win a championship, I'll put him back over Steph. If Steph wins a championship, bro, ain't no more LeBron era, bro. Ain't no more LeBron era, bro. If you let somebody come in and win more championships than you and literally, bro, in the era that's supposed to be yours, no, bro. See, Tim Duncan and Kobe, they both won the same amount of championships, even though Kobe won 4 in the 2000s and Tim Duncan won 3 because the 99 was in the 90s. But theirs was just so close, even though everybody knew that Kobe Bryant was the clear better player. I don't know, besides rebounding and defense, what else Bron is better at to me. You could talk about the stats and everything like that. Steph Curry is a better mid-range shooter. He's a better three-point shooter, better free throw shooter. I think he's just as great of a passer. He averages 6.4 assists a game. LeBron averages 7.4. That's 1 assist more. That's not, and he does that with not being on the ball predominantly. So it's just my opinion. I'm not a stat centric guy. I'm a analyze the game and I'm an analyze the game guy. I like to watch the game and analyze the player, what they are good at, what I see they are not good at. And I've been watching Steph Curry for 15 plus years and LeBron for 20 plus years. So this is my opinion. No, y'all not gonna like it. That's fine. Some of y'all might agree with me. A lot of y'all not. I know y'all not gonna agree with me having Steph top 5. But it is what it is. I finally got the courage to do it, and I have done it. I'm out, man. Peace.